Well, hello, friends. We had power out for a day, 24 hours. Came back on. I was running on the generator, no problem. Came back on, shut down the generator, put the cover over it. Almost lasted a day. Power goes out again. And I think something had fallen in the neighborhood on someone's, uh, whatever, power to their house line. And it caused the whole street to trip or something. So, um, anyway, so we lost it again for almost a full day again. So I had to power up the generator again, and it worked. In about 2 days of time, I think I used 55 gallons of fuel, and I was running like I wasn't conserving. It was like everything's on normal. We're not trying to conserve anything, like air conditioning, everything just running like we always do. So surprisingly, that's all I use, and it's a 150 gallon diesel generator. So I was pretty impressed with that. So excuse me, had one small tree fall over. If you remember, about a year ago or so, my wife had a dream about one of our trees up front by the driveway falling over, and it was one of the smaller ones up there, and we had an even smaller one than she saw fall right across the driveway, blocked us from getting out. So I had to get out there with the chainsaw, cut it up into pieces, and put it in a pile. So that was interesting. I didn't see any alligator because I remember having a dream about seeing an alligator like either in my yard or next to my yard. This was again also around that time frame, a year or more ago, and I'm like, well, I never did see an alligator. So everything's fine. Everything we survived. No problem. And I just had a dream last night that I might as well share with you. I was recently in behind the scenes, kind of involved into something. Not even gonna discuss what it is. It doesn't. I mean, it's not like it's illegal or nothing. I don't mean that. I mean like I was potentially financing some stuff. And between Woo Woo Dude and whatnot, like and Julianne, you may need to walk away from this. Just forget it. We know you had high dreams and hopes and ambitions. Just walk. And this was about 3 weeks ago. He's telling me this, and then about a week ago, I find out some information that I didn't really like, and I go, just walk. He told you 3 weeks ago you should walk, and you just got this piece of information which is telling you again you probably should walk and just cut ties. So I did, and I went to bed last night. Because it just happened last night where I went ahead and just cut the ties, and I said, Spirit, did I do the right thing? If I didn't, boy, I'm gonna need you to let me know tonight. I need the dream tonight. Like I need to, because I'm gonna have to redo the situation tomorrow. And I go, I just if I didn't do the right thing, give me a dream about that. So I got no dream about that whatsoever. But I did get a dream, which was quite interesting, considering things are ramping up over in Ukraine with Putin especially. And I ended up getting a dream that I was thanking Putin for what he was about to do, and he would be helping the world ultimately in the long run. But I knew this. Most people didn't. And I remember reaching out to shake his hand while thanking him about this. Like, I know what you're doing and why you're doing it. Like, I just want you to know, like I'm awake. I know what's going on. Thank you. And he looks up at me and puts his hand out. Like I wasn't just some jabroni to him. And he shakes my hand back. We shake hands. And that's it. And I do remember right after that, he went on like this major obstacle course thing. And me and Evelyn are supposed to follow him. So we're like, okay, so we're trying to, it was almost like American Ninja Challenge. You ever see that show? And, me and Evelyn are trying to keep up, and he's way ahead. He's long gone, and we can't even kind of keep up. And there's this big thing we have to jump to make it to this little platform. And I'm like, that's a far freaking jump. Like, I know you can't do it. I'm like, I sure as hell can't either. Like, it's just we're gonna miss it, And I think she tried and fell down, and like, oh, there we go. Like, forget that. You're off the course now. Like, it's you can't keep up. It's over. So maybe that's a sign, and some interpretations needed, that the moves he's going to be making, like Woo Dude keeps talking about NATO, he's going to destroy NATO. Putin's going to destroy NATO essentially. Maybe that's the sign that the best and brightest aren't going to be able to keep up with what he's about to do. He's going to leave them in the dust. And maybe that's NATO falling down this thing that we couldn't jump across. It was too far. I'm thinking it's way too far for any human to even jump that. How the hell did he? We didn't even get to see him do it. He was so fast. But we're like, well, we have to do it, or we're not. We're going to be way left behind. And we tried it. Boom. See ya. I think Evelyn went first, and I don't remember if I went or saw her go way down. I go, well, I'm not even going to try. Like, we're done now, anyways. I don't remember, but that was it. That was my dream last night. So it had absolutely nothing to do with what I asked. And I think they're just showing me Putin's getting ready to make some pretty big moves, big and bold. And the West isn't going to be able to keep up with him. He's just going to run the board, or run the table on him, like they say in pool billiards. I ran the table on him. So that's all I got for you. Still around. Everything's been fine. We had no real issues. There was no damage to my house, to the property, besides that little tree falling over. And that was it. I mean, but nothing was damaged. House, vehicles, things, roofs, nothing. Just fine. We just had power outage for a little while. Came back on. Thought it was good. Nope. Something happened in the neighborhood, I guess. Power went out again. And it was out again for nearly a full day. So, again, 55 gallons of diesel use. And we were, like I said, we were not conserving. And we had people over here staying with us in the back in the RV, like using extra power. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it would not normally be like that, I guess, if we were trying to conserve. So, at any rate, I will talk to you guys later.